Ladies and gentlemen, the Scrappy Crappy has released his Iron Dragon or Der Eisendrache 2 Easter egg world record speedrun, and I am so excited to check this out because this is probably one of the best custom zombies maps releasing in 2023. He starts off by shooting the Raven, which I believe is a max ammo side Easter egg, and he was able to beat this world record down by a whole 10 minutes comparatively to a lot of other people. This man brought it down to 37 minutes, and I think before it was 47. He grabs the EBR here for the M14, and this is going to be a really interesting run because he has to build all 4 bows. This is not like original DE. He has to do all 4 bows and also do a bunch of other little side quests to be able to finish this Easter egg. I'm so curious to see how he's able to do this so fast because this map also has a lot of doors. It costs a lot of money, and so I'm curious to see what his strategy is to get around this. If you have not played this map, highly recommend you guys go and do it. The boss fight is like Shadows of Evil DE. This map is really top tier, along with Shoot House that also just recently popped up. These maps are truly incredible, and I cannot wait for you guys to be able to play the Chronicles 2 maps that we have ready for you guys, because these maps are putting us in check because they are just that good. And honestly, I can imagine that he's also going to stay in here probably up until round 4 or 5, because again, this is Der Eisendrache, y'all. He has to fill up the Iron Dragons, okay? He's got to fill up the dragons to get the regular Wrath of the Ancients bow. You know how DE works, okay? So it's going to be interesting, and obviously this boss does have a keeper boss fight, but it's more similar to Shadows, and I think it's better because you have to actually utilize all 4 bows throughout the boss fight. It's not just like DE where you can run 1 bow and then that's sort of it. No, he's able to do every single bow and do the whole boss fight as well. Boss fight in this is very fun. It is a lot of a time gate as well, though, because it can take a lot of time to complete. I had it on my game where I was just trying to beat it forever because I had a glitch where only panzers and dogs would spawn. The zombies stopped spawning, but everything else outside of that was just absolutely perfectly nailed. And so here, my man is waiting on the insta-kill. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He has 5k points, and y'all might be saying, ain't that enough? Not on this map, bro. There are many doors, and you're going to see him go through all these doors insanely quick. I think for round 5, though, he is going to run towards the first dragon. And on his way there, this map does have the little lightning switches from Origins for the lightning bow upgrade, which is cool because it combines the DE upgrade steps and the Origin steps, even though the bows and the staffs don't always translate. For example, the Void Bow is mainly the Wind Staff in this map. It takes a lot of the same steps, but combines them and adds them together. So it's going to be really interesting. Here we go. Round 5 is up. He's going to grab the first orb and set the church switch to the correct switch. There's a lot less switches on this map. Gets quick revive, gets the points for it as well, goes down the Origin Church, and is also going to fix this switch up. So that is 2 out of 3 switches. Again, this map does not have many switches. Gets his shield visor part, opens up this area, shoots another Raven up top there, switches the switch part, gets the Wonder Sphere. I'm telling y'all, this is Origins and DE put together. So much is happening all at once, and if you were not paying attention to DE or Origins Easter egg, you would not know what the heck is going on. But if you guys know both of those Easter eggs, you'll know how cool this is. It's combining both of the steps inside your brain. And also, what's cool about this map is that it actually makes upgrading the bows much more simplistic. I do see that there is probably a lot of spawn issues here for the zombies because it does take a lot of time to be able to get the zombies. This map does have the regular death machine from BO3. This is not no shoot house with the Zweihander that's shooting out explosive bullets. Nah. This is that regular gameplay. And so my man is taking out the zombies methodically while also filling up the dragons. The other 2 dragons are also quite close to each other. This is the one that is a little bit more separated off. But as soon as he gets this done, he's going to be able to continue on towards the bridge area, and that is where the power is. The power of this map is literally the exact same from DE, the original. It's just mixed and mashed, and I would love if Treyarch were to be able to do this more often with these maps, is just see how incredible it is to mix and match both an Origins and a DE, because this map is a true testament to how incredible it is and how incredible both those maps are. He shot another Raven, got another shield part, got the points from proning at Electric Cherry, and is now at another dragon, but he is going to buy the KVK, which is crazy because I thought this weapon was a little bit bad on this map, but he might be using it as a point weapon. Turns on the power and gets a really nice dog round, gets the points from stam up as well. He is playing this so methodically. It is really good. And to get a lot of the starting quest to start the upgrades for the staffs, you have to go through these little portals, which will bring you to the Origins robots, which allow you to pick up the orbs affiliated with the element towards the staff. And so they kind of switch it up, you know, it's switching it up between the Origin steps, the Origin robot, picking up the orbs and then having them different elements. Really cool to see how they do it. He's got stamina up, which is incredible for the speedrun, so he is going at an incredible pace. He's going to be able to fill up this dragon as well. The next dragon is just on the opposite side of where he is, so it's going to be really easy for him to get to that area. And so he's going to be trying to just get as many points as he physically can, because I'm assuming he's probably going to get Jug later on here. But yeah, getting Quick Revive and getting Stamina up is probably going to be the best use of its time here. And going through the rounds, EBR is still insane. This thing is like one-shotting in the head on round 7. I mean, what? M14 ain't doing that, bro. I know. I've been using the M14, okay? There ain't no way. And so the zombies are coming out. He's almost there. The bow is also not too far from the area that he's in currently. And so I'm very curious to see what he's going to do this Raven side Easter egg step for. It's not, his shooting the Ravens is a whole other different thing, right? He gets Jug here, gets the points. Wow, yeah, he's so close to Jug, so he's able to do that super methodically. And yeah, I think he did get the KVK, the AN94, like copycat right here, just because it gives you more points. On this map, it's not as good as it is in Die Rise or Buried or anything. It's just trash. Like, you can see here that, like, dude, it's 2 or 3 shotting when his EBR was 1 shotting in the head. Like, what is going on in Miami on this map, bro? So I mean, it goes to show that we got some Call of Duty weapon balancing right here. But you know what? Weapon balancing is hard on COD. I mean, balancing like 40 weapons to be either progressively better or just all the same level, it's very challenging. Very challenging. But yeah, so there you go. He's probably, yeah, he's doing it because look at this. He's able to headshot them plus get the knife on round 8. That's why he got the KVK. Also, the KVK does have a spawn area where you go build the bows on this map. So it's probably one of the most versatile weapons to pick up on this map. It's kind of like the MP40 on Origins, where there's like 3 wall locations, or the STG, or the AK-74U as well. So there's another Raven that he takes down, and here you can see that he's now into the DE computer room. And there is our last dragon. He manages to get all 3 shield parts. I believe for this Easter egg, you do need the shield. Like, it's actually required, but I might be wrong on that. So we'll have to see. There, he also has Speed Cola, but he's going to wait for his last zombie spawns to get this dragon filled and then go into the robot and grab the parts. This map is really well designed. I am really impressed by the level of design and thought that went into both this map, Iron Dragon, and Shoot House. Such complex Easter eggs, but also while keeping them simplistic and engaging the whole way through. Honestly, my hat is off to both of the creators of those maps, because this type of gameplay is so hard to curate, and the fact that they were able to perfectly mix and match both Eisendrache and Origins is a massive testament. We have yet to see that level of cool design and theoristic gameplay since Treyarch has done stuff in Black Ops Cold War, you know? And at this point, we're coming up on almost 4 years, and when COD 2024 does actually officially release, it will be a 4-year period by that point, which is, I mean, that is mind-blowing. So, does he get all the spawns in time? It's looking like he might. Oh, he needs the last one, and that should be the last one, and there he goes, grabs the lightning orb, and now is able to go all the way through. My goodness, I love this map. It's so cool. Like, it doesn't even take that long to get through. Gets rid of the EBR for the Wrath of the Ancients. It's going to be interesting because, yep, this is where you start the Void Bowl quest. He's going to be doing Void first. Void is really easy to do. All you have to do is find 6 skulls here. He's also shooting the Fire Bow. Oh, can you do multiple quests at the same time? On this map, I guess you can. There's 6 skulls around the map, just like in Void. It's much more simplified, though. To get the symbols, you don't have to take out zombies for them to spawn. You just have to literally go up to the symbols on the knights in that little area that they're at and then use them. This map is really well thought out. Void Bow, I felt, was very complicated, and I never would do it on DE 1.0, but I'd always do it on this version, on Iron Dragon. Absolutely. It's so much easier. Man, oh man, I wish Jason Waddell reconstructed the map like this. I would love to see if Treyarch would go back and make these maps, but I feel like custom maps have essentially done that now. These versions of these maps, in my opinion, are way better. Way better. Like, this map, Iron Dragon, could sell as a DLC, and I would be fully happy with it. It's an incredible zombies map. He's trying to find the last zombie. Unfortunately, he did get a little unlucky with a bad spawn. This is very common on this map, and that's why I'm quite shocked he has not found this before. That is also a debris where he's standing right next to, which he probably will be buying to go up towards where you have to get the DG4 in this map. There's a lot of cool steps on this map, and so 37 minutes to do all 4 bows is really insane. And to start off the Wolf Bow quest, you have to actually shoot the bows portraits, or at least the first one to start it off, which is really cool. There's the second one. There's another skull. He's got this really well mapped out across all 4 of the bows. This is something else. I'm so impressed that this has been done so quickly after the map has launched. It goes to show how Black Ops 3 players are trained unlike any other player. And so there is the 4th portrait for the Wolf Bow, and right when he buys this, though, to his right, there is the Wolf Arrow that he can pick up to start the quest. Really cool that you can actually get all of this done. There is the Void Robot. He also gets to start that up. This is so fast! Oh my goodness! There's the Lightning Bow. There's the Wolf Skull as well. Oh my gosh, he is doing this so efficiently. I'm so impressed. And he also has the Fire Bow little rings to start up that around the map. And also, what's cool about this map, look at this. This map has Zetsubo no Shima sewer system, which is actually better placed in this map than in Zetsubo. This brings him to where you build all of the bows. So well thought out. If he were to actually run to this area, it would take him so much longer. Starts up the wolf quest by spawning in the wolf. The wolf literally just goes up to a place in the map, and then you have to literally just click F to grab the part from it. And so I believe that is what he's going to be doing right now, unless I'm mistaken. Oh no, he's probably going to come back here, grab one of the skulls, and yeah, he does have to shoot his bow here. Or no, just hold up F at the tombstone here to get one of the final upgrades for the wolf. That is so impressive. Yeah, so once he grabs that, he can now go to where the wolf is, grab that last part, and he's going to be all okay. Gets this skull done as well. He hears a Panzer, so he's able to take him down. Yeah, the Wrath of the Ancients on this map is so good against the Panzer, just like it is in DE. You know, nobody complains about the Panzer's difficulty in DE, so it's only an Origins thing. And I mean, it goes to show, because getting a staff on round 8 in regular Origins is very, very difficult. Grabs double tap, which I would highly recommend is the best outcome. Places all 4 of the orbs and then spells DG4 on these little switches to grab all of the DG4 parts, because they're all in one room on this map, which I think is incredible. And then the orb area here is where he does the majority of this Easter egg. Once he does this, it spawns in the summoning key in the middle pedestal, and he has to get souls right here. And then we'll open up the secret area towards the Pack-a-Punch, which is really cool. Like, this map, to get Pack-a-Punch, I won't lie, is pretty difficult, but once you are able to understand and know how to do it, like how my man's is right here, you're going to be able to go so fast. So now he's got the summoning tree, grab the nuke to end all the spawns, and get all of the DG4 parts. This is incredible. I'm so impressed by the efficiency. Like, I know Noah reacted to this Easter egg speedrun, and his version was 10 minutes later. This is 10 minutes faster than the one that Noah reacted to, and I am so impressed. Like, this is so well made. And so, because he's on the lightning bow, there's 3 bonfires, which are so much easier to hit on this map because, I mean, he did it in 1 try. They ain't that easy, but this man is insane. So, did all 3 of the bonfires. He also did get his last Raven taken out to give Mule Kick as his free 5th perk, which is insane considering you need a lot of points here. Wow, he's able to do all of the fire rings with the bow like that. With one, I'm so impressed. He's doing all 4 upgrades so efficiently. That is insane. So he's also guessing his thing, Stag Door Horn. Yeah, you can also figure out the symbols if you just know them from this side. Wow, so he just brute forced it right there. Again, like I said, you don't have to take out the zombies like in the original DE to get the symbols. And he brute forced it, literally got the Void Bow done. Void done first, never in a million years would I be thinking this. And for the lightning bow, you have to place the fuse in there, grab an antenna, and then place it right next to the pack punch and one of the missing prongs at pack punch, and you'll get the lightning bow. So he's pretty much done everything now except the fire bow. Because for the fire bow, he's going to need to get souls in these areas. But the rate that he did every single one of these is so crazy. Like, it's wild that the zombies are slower than this, man. Never have I seen an Easter egg like this. The zombies are playing catch up to this man's video game. And the nicest thing is, yeah, you don't even have to stand in the ring as well. You can just take them out. And there's a really bright flare in the middle of the rings that spawns once you know you've completed it. Really good, man. Like, this map answers all of the problems with DE. Oh, he also did get his last little spawn area up here. But there is another one that he has to do down here. And once he has done that, he's able to get all of them. Does he miss up one of the launch pads there? I guess he does, but you know what, not even that big of a deal because the Wonder Sphere in this map is designed so well, it just goes back and forth, right? That's all it does. It literally just goes back and forth. And so there you go, he places the prong at pack punch, and now he is going to get an upgraded weapon as well as the lightning arrow that's going to spawn any second now, or I guess he just probably picked it up already. So yeah, really incredible job at this map, y'all, because this is DE 2, but it's more so DE 1.5. It's like if Treyarch went back and fixed the problems that people had with DE, this would be that map, but just reimagined, you know? Because this is DE Origins, a little bit of Zetsubo in there too. Incredible, incredible map. I really like the idea of mashup maps, and I think more mashup maps would be a W. I would love to see, like, Zetsubo and Garad combined. Something like that would be really cool. Like, just 2 off-kilter maps. Origins and DE definitely works more because they're designed for each other, right? But I would love for somebody to combine, like, 2 just offbeat maps. Zetsubo and Garad. Have plants and dragons. You had a plants versus zombies? Now we got plants versus dragons, bro. Like, dude, that would be really interesting to see. And I think the custom community can definitely do more of these ideas. And so there you go. The fire bow is done. Grabs the arrow from the fireplace there, just like in the original. Has the void arrow, the fire arrow, and the lightning arrow. Or he's about to get the fire arrow here because the sun is right here. Did he grab the wolf arrow? I'm assuming he did. Yeah, he did grab it, actually. I believe he grabbed it at the grave. Yeah, where he does give it to you. So he has all 4 upgraded sub 20 minutes. I mean, what even is this? That is insane. I'm just so impressed by this. Like, his knowledge of all these parts was so quick. And the coolest thing is, look, puts all 4 down. You cannot do that in original DE. Gets all of 4 max ammos and builds the DG4 parts here. The coolest part about this, when you fill up the arrows as well, is if you take out the zombie in the right spot, it can actually fill up multiple soul boxes. It's kind of like the Origin staffs, where you can fill up multiple of the staffs at the same time. This is really, really well done, though. And this is also the boss fight arena where the bows and arrows are and how you complete the map. I'm also wondering, because this Easter egg actually does have a buyable ending of like 80,000 points. I'm assuming he's probably going to get enough for the 80,000 points. I'm assuming he's probably not going to buy anything else. And so the fact that you can get 80,000 points in 40 minutes and beat the Easter egg is wild. Wild. Absolutely wild. So my man is now just waiting for the spawns. Yeah, unfortunately, it does look like he's getting aggravated because they are so slow, which unfortunately is the truth. The spawns in a lot of these areas, because this map is so open spaced, takes a while for the zombies to traverse. No lie. I really do believe having a perma perk or a perk where you can like wind up the speed of the zombies would be so interesting to see in COD, or at least in one map. And the coolest part about this map is you can hold 2 bows at once. So he's picking up Wolf and Lightning. And now he has to do the Wolf and Lightning Easter egg part of the quest. So the Lightning gets shot, the Wolf gets shot at the orbs. And now for each of these quests, they're pretty easy to do them. This Wolf one, you have to start this one up, get the Wolf, and literally he'll just go and find a random part and you pick that up. That is actually a part of the Easter egg and not a part of the Wolf Bow upgrade like I had said earlier. But there, the Lightning area also is just go back to the bonfires and then just shoot them with the Lightning Bow, electrify them. And then there's a couple more steps with the Wolf and the Lightning where essentially you just have to shoot a couple of things around the map. And then that's pretty much it, man. Like, this map is really well designed for the Easter egg. And same thing with shootouts, because it involves every single step of the Easter egg matters. That's when you know you've got a good Easter egg. Where each step is conclusive towards the final step. It all adds a little part of the pie, of the cake, you know? Like, it's all really well done. And so there you go. My man grabs the Wolf part. There also is a Lightning part that he needs to grab. So he grabbed that as well from the locker. And then now the Wolf Bow needs to be shot with tombstones around the map, where he just needs to shoot the tombstones and then shoot it with a bullet weapon, and it will make a pronounced sound. All 3 of these are at spawn. And then all you do once you've completed these is you will get a little stone that just pops up and shows, hey, you've done the upgraded Lightning quest or the upgraded Wolf quest, right? So really, really smart. And honestly, it's kind of laughable that DE added 4 wonder weapons and it felt like they were used more in Origins, all 4 of them, you know, than in DE. You can do the whole DE Easter egg with just 1 bow. You don't need to build the other 3, right? So I don't know, I kind of think that this is really like the DE that's just better thought out, you know? And I don't think this map has Gobblegums. I could be wrong though, but I'm quite sure this map does not have any Gobblegums whatsoever, which is really cool because that's something we're doing with original Die Rise Remastered, is we're adding perma perks, but we're not making it so that you can do it with Gobblegums. Gobblegums will unlock after you beat the egg. And so here you can see that the souls literally split. That's so beautiful the way it looks between the Void souls and the Firebow souls. I am just not speaking correctly today. But here he's almost done. Yeah, he got really lucky being able to get it. Switches out the Lightning and the Wolf for the Fire and the Void. Really cool mechanic also to be able to hold 2 bows. Absolutely stupid overpowered, but it is an incredible mechanic nonetheless. And you can see here with the Void Bow, you're going to see that with this upgrade quest, it's very similar to the Wind, where you have to shoot these like wind things and shoot it towards an area on the map. Yeah, you have to start up both of the quests by getting all of the ammo that you have for each of the bows into the orb. And here you can see that he's shooting these little windpipes for the bow step as well. For the firebow, it's literally the easiest thing in the world to do. You just put 935 in the thing, shoot down a plane, and that's literally it. It's so busted easy for the firebow upgrade. For Void, though, it's a little bit more complicated because, yeah, you have to shoot 3 of the little windpipes from the Origins Windstaff upgrade, and then one of them's at spawn. But honestly, none of this is comparable to Origins. You know, like, this is all way more difficult. And way more simplistic, I should say. It's like original DE, right? Keeping it easy while still making it complex for somebody that wants to do the Easter egg. And then the cool part is the final step of this Void quest just involves the Wisp step from DE, where you have to shoot the clock, the power switch here, where the original Wisp would spawn, And then he grabs the fire case as well, gets the Panzer as well. You can tell he's practiced because the way he was anticipating for the Panzers to spawn, this is incredible. And then, yeah, you shoot that last thing all the way at the end, and now he is able to do all of the 4 upgraded quests with this bow. And now he's pretty much boss fight ready, which is insane because, yeah, I'm feeling that the majority of this thing, of this Easter egg, will probably be the boss fight. There's a lot of time-gated steps, but he's probably going to be able to do them very, very efficiently. So he picks them all up and gives them all the little essence that he got for doing their quest, and they all combine into one little thing. I believe you have to get souls here for the melded orb, and, oh no, you don't have to get souls, but you do have to shoot this thing and follow it around the map, which is really cool. And it brings you to the point where you actually get a flak gun and you shoot this orb. Really cool step. This is just bringing it back from Moon. Love the harkening backs. Like, this is what I'm saying. Mashup maps are really interesting. Like, you don't, like, if Treyarch is too scared to innovate and add new ideas, mashup maps. I'm telling you, this is so interesting to me, where I can see a map that has Moon mechanics with the DE bows on the DE layout with Origins as well. We're shooting the Zetsubo no Shima flak gun, right? And so it shoots the flak gun once you shoot the orb. And then once you shoot the orb back, it will go back to where you put it. And then you will be able to continue the Easter egg. Really crazy how he's able to do this in 26 minutes. Wow. So he activates the orb. And then after he activates the orb, it becomes the charged Vril device. And you literally place this charged Vril device at the area where you have the upgraded bows. And this, I believe, starts the boss. I believe he's now boss fight ready. And so it's insane to think that the boss fight from this point is a whole 10 minutes. Wow. That is something else, to be quite honest. So boss fight's up. And the boss fight is a little bit interesting because the way this fight works is that you have to use the DG4 spikes for most of it, just like in the original. But it's not to charge him up. It's to actually take out a lot of his health by using the particular bow that you need. So it's like the DE boss fight, but if you needed to use a specific bow to take out each of the keepers. But you'll see what I mean. He also actually isn't in the boss fight yet. I'm afraid I've missed one Easter egg step. I'm trying to see which one this is. But yeah, once you're done that melded orb, he should be pretty much almost done. You might have to go through a round or two. This could be something because he did place the golden rod. And it doesn't seem like he's able to start up the boss just quite yet. Ah, it's the keeper step. That's what it is. If spawns in the keeper. And the coolest part about the keeper step here is that you don't need to use anything specific. You can use a gun like he's using. It's not just a bow. The bow specific stuff actually went into the boss fight. And I think that was way better thought out than what ended up actually originally happening, you know? Because at this point, once you're at this point into the Easter egg, it's a breeze. Anybody could do this to the point where you just have to take out zombies and just get to the boss fight. It is really a breeze at this point. Because, again, no tablet spawns like in DE where you have to place the missing tablet for him to do this. You just got to follow him around the map, have a good time, obviously take out the dogs that are spawning in, do it 4 times, and then he'll materialize, and then the boss fight will start. And the boss fight with the Keeper, he doesn't get much bigger than the way he looks right now. He just materializes, and then that's the boss fight. In DE, he became much bigger. But on this version, it's more like the Shadows of Evil boss fight, like I said. It's a mixture of Shadows, DE, and a little bit of something new as well. And obviously, he brings them all the way around the areas of the map. He's done the best that he can with the spawns here. Unfortunately, I do feel that, yes, there is a lot of waiting in this Easter egg speedrun because, like I said, he's just waiting for every single one of the zombies to come over here to spawn and give him all of those juicy souls that you need. Because I know on the original DE, you can kind of cheese it and get away with a lot of souls if you manage to end a round. Like, you can get him to move, but on this version, I think they patched it, and they made it much more realistic that you have to get every single amount of souls, which, I mean, I think it's fair. You know, he does have 2 of the bows. I'm curious also which bows he's going to be running into the boss. He's going to need to use all 4, but which 2 is he going to use first? because I have a feeling he's just going to keep the fire and the void bows. And see, this adds so much character to the gameplay. He's not just using lightning or wolf throughout this whole Easter egg. He's using void. He's using fire. Really well done to make it so that every player has to use the bows. This is smart game design. Like, not even DE made you use all of the bows. This is really tickling an itch that Call of Duty Zombies is struggling right now, which is making it so that players have fun unlocking all of the things inside of the map, while also making it enjoyable and a rewarding process. Very difficult to nail that, and I feel like this map takes the problems from DE, like I said, and completely nails it. So he's got literally 7 minutes left in this boss fight. I think he's actually going to breeze through the boss fight. I think I was wrong. Because honestly, he's already at his 3rd spot where he needs to fill up the souls here for the Panzer. This is going to be really, really crazy, man. Because, yeah, right here, the Keeper's coming up, ready to materialize. And he's like, boy, I'm ready to go. And yeah, unfortunately, this map does also have a perk limit like the original DE. But when you beat the Easter egg, just like in original, you get all the dang perks. So, I mean, I'm going to be honest, it's pretty much the best reward that you can get. And I feel like it's definitely more rewarded on this map than on DE. On DE, like I said, one bow gameplay. You got to know all of the parts locations, all of the spawns. So, it's interesting how this map is more of like a simplified DE. Whereas, like, Shoot House, I would say with Origins, is like a much more harder version of Origins. But it's still really enjoyable on a simplistic map layout like Shoot House from Modern Warfare, right? So, incredible that both these maps also came out in the span of, like, a couple weeks from each other. And they play not identically, but very similarly, to the point where the Easter eggs are the same, the map layout and design is the same, and it's fun. Really good job, Custom Zombies, man. I'm really impressed by this, because this is the type of level that I wish we could see from Treyarch in 2023. But at this point, it's a gamble if the ray gun will even make it into COD 2024 launch, because you know, with Call of Duty Vanguard, that was too much to ask, right? So with the Treyarch titles at this point, I'm just hoping that the ray gun makes it in the game, you know? Like, let alone this amount of incredible thought and detail and ingenuity, you know, I'm just hoping for the ray gun. Which is, I mean, that's freaking sad. You can't lie to me. That is sad. Nobody should be excited to see the ray gun in 2023. They were able to put it in a Zombies map 15 years ago in 2008. Don't give me none of this nonsense. I'm telling you, man. For real. Just the absolute strangest idea. And so now the Keeper is here. He's going to be able to actually put down his Ragnaroks midway through to charge it up. And as you can see, there's 4 Keepers color-coded to each of the elements of the bows here. And so the first phase here is that he just needs to survive and then also charge up his Ragnaroks. So he's going to be taking out the Panzer. The Panzers give you a lot of charge to charge up your Ragnaroks, but he's also going to take out zombies. On my playthrough, the zombies glitched out, so I could only ever charge my Ragnarok through the Panzers, which was an absolute nightmare. Oh my goodness, was that ever a freaking nightmare. But regardless, incredible boss fight. First phase is just survive. Make sure you get through the Panzers, charge up your DG4 again. Second phase is going to put the DG4 down, and you can actually see that there's purple spheres that are protecting each of the Keepers. That will break the spheres once he gets the DG4 down. And then he also gets really lucky here getting a Death Machine to be able to charge up his specialist weapon and being able to take down a bunch of zombies. But he won't know that he's done the first phase until a max ammo spawns. And then, like I said, second phase plants the Ragnaroks, shoots each of the Keepers with the correct elemental bow. And then he's going to be able to get onto phase 3, which is the Shadows of Evil boss fight, pretty much. At the switch at the top there, he clicks that once he shoots the Keeper in the correct position. And this is a really unique boss, even though it's mechanics from a lot of the other Zombies maps. It is really, really well designed. And honestly, Shout outs to the creators of these. Like, I don't know how long it took you guys to create these ideas, but for real, this is what I like to call ingenuity. It is really good. He is also taking out a bunch of zombies, like I said, because I guess he is going for the 80,000 point viable ending at the end of this, past that door where the Vril device was placed. He's going to need 80k points. He's going to be able to do it, which is really incredible as well, that he's able to do this during the boss fight. There ain't no viable ending in DE, so this is something else, man. And, so yeah, he's going to plant it down. And that's the other thing. Like, I don't even know how long it's going to take him once he beats the boss to actually get through. And so there he is. DG4 gets planted down at the very last second of its charge here, which is insane. Panzer is also taken down. The Fire Keeper is shot. The Void Keeper is shot. So both of them are now going to be taken down. The Wolf Keeper now is taken out. And the Lightning Keeper is taken out, which now will reveal us into the third and final phase, which is, like I said, another DG4 plant step, which then gets the Keeper in the map, spawns him in, and he's able to shoot him all the way up to the switch where he's at right now, and then that is the Easter egg. Really incredible job by the speedrunner, and also incredible job Scrappy Crappy, and also incredible job to the creators of this map, because it goes to show that the fact that this world record is already down to 37 minutes, practically already down to what the original Origins is, with pretty much 0 skips being solved for this, is mind-blowing. Like, this is mind-blowing gameplay to me here. And so, here we go. The DG4s are down. The Keeper can be shot, like in the Shadows of Evil boss fight. He's going to be shot and brought up all the way to the top switch. Oh, he's doing this dangerously. Yeah, shoot that lightning arrow down. And there he goes. Gets him shot into the correct spot. Lightning arrow. Clicks the button. Shoots the Keeper. And he's taken down. Grabs it. Places the Vril device in. Gets every single one of the perks. He's still 2,000 away, though, from the amount of money that I believe he needs. Places the gramophone down. And it builds the final thing. Gets just enough with that nuke. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, just shy of 37 minutes, sub 37. Incredible job, Scrappy Crappy. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to check him out. That was insane. Thank you again so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see y'all in that next one.